You don't trust me, do you?
Give the fella a cigar.
What are you doing here? You know what? Never mind. I don't even care.
Paul, what are you doing?
Calling the police.
Yeah. Let's call the police. We can tell them how you set me up. Which means fraud, false arrest.
Craig, Paul would never do that.
Why don't you tell her, Paul? Why don't you tell her how you, Barbara, Dusty, Sierra are conspiring to keep me from my child?
Your child?
Yes, my child.
Craig, you couldn't raise a goldfish. There's no way I would trust you to raise my sister's child.
Wait a minute, Paul, you knew that Craig was the father?
I knew that he got her drunk and seduced her, and then when he found out that she was pregnant, sicked all of his lawyers on her. He wanted a paternity test before she was out of the first trimester. Never mind what that would do to Jennifer. Never mind what that would do to the child. Craig wanted whatever Craig wanted, and to hell with everybody else.
No, but they decided I was unworthy. Kicked me off the aisle.
So why are you back? My sister doesn't want anything to do with you, and there isn't one person in this town that would back you.
Oh, I think Rosanna believes a father has a right to know his child.
I think Rosanna's way too smart for that.
Oh, no, she's exactly as smart as that. How do you think I got back to Oakdale?
You helped him get back to town.
Look, Paul, Craig's not a drug dealer. Those charges, they're preposterous. I know we have some issues that we have to work out.
There's no issues. Mike and Jennifer are married. It's their baby.
Mike and Jennifer...
Married.
Okay, all right. That's cool. That's fine. That's their decision. But, as for the child, if you'd seen Craig, and I had to give Cabot away, if you had heard him talk about Jennifer's baby and how much it means to him, I mean, Craig's not the man that you think he is. He saved my life. I mean, James was holding me captive. He was holding...
And you turned to Craig?
No, Craig was just there. I needed help. Oh, God, Paul, please understand.
Oh, no, I do understand. By any means necessary. You do whatever you gotta do. Believe me, Rosanna, I finally do understand you. I'm grateful. I'm truly grateful that Cabot is alive. But I really wish you hadn't come back to town.
Paul. Hey, no. Just leave me alone.
You want to be alone?
I am alone. Apparently nothing can change that.
Hi.
What are you doing here so late?
I need to talk to Emily.
Right now? Can't wait?
No. You did it, didn't you? You went to go see her.
Who?
Yeah.
Who?
You want to go talk? Go for a walk or something?
Walk?
No, we should tell Hal what's going on.
Yeah, I'd like that.
I changed my mind about Rosanna.
What?
Emily, I want you to press charges.
Wait, how can she
Rosanna's back in town.
Really? And you were going to tell me when?
No, Hal, that was my idea. I didn't want Emily to say anything until I had a chance to think about it and get my head straight.
And what, now you're sure?
Oh, yeah, I'm sure. Emily, I want you to throw the book at her.
Let's go through this. I don't want you to make a move.
You were right.
Was I? Because I told you not to go see Rosanna.
Oh, come on.
Obviously,
You
didn't
knew that I
listen to
couldn't
me.
do that.
What was her story? Why did she drug me?
James Stenbeck made her do it.
Oh, please.
Whoa, time out. James Stenbeck is involved with Rosanna?
James had Cabot, supposedly. Rosanna thinks that Cabot is still alive.
What?
How could that be?
I don't know, but she swears that it's true. She says that James got Cabot out of the cabin before it exploded, and that he was alive and well, and the price that Rosanna had to pay to get her kid back was to torture me.
Oh, God help us. That sounds like James.
Yes, it does.
Did you see him? Did you see Cabot?
No.
Where is it?
I don't know where he is.
Why?
Because James double-crossed Rosanna and moved Cabot. Now Rosanna doesn't even know where Cabot is.
She comes back here with a story? That's it?
Yes, I know.
You don't believe it, do you?
Well, who could make something like that up?
Paul!
Okay, never mind that. Never mind who. Why would somebody make something like that up?
God, you believe it, don't you?
I did. Until Craig Montgomery walked into the room. Craig and Rosanna were together wherever they were. And with Craig involved.
It's why you want Emily to press charges.
I just explained the whole thing to you.
Not the why. This is gonna get ugly.
Yes, I know.
Do you? Then why are you asking her to press charges and bring up this whole mess again?
I don't care. Do you hear me? I want Rosanna Cabot to pay for what she did to me.
Really?
Yes.
How about you, Paul? Or do you just want to punish Rosanna because she's waltzed back into town with Craig?
Oh. Damn it, I forgot to buy the light bulb for the... Will you just go upstairs and take care of him? He just wants a glass of water
No,
or
I want to
something.
get to the bottom of this.
Hal, please, just go.
It's a fair question. Am I doing that? Am I just trying to get back to Rosanna? Get back at her for hurting me?
You have every right to get back at that woman. What I'm worried about is seeing you get sucked back in.
She wants me back. That's what she said.
What? Because?
Because this whole thing was all about James. Which really makes sense, because my entire life, when you come down to it, has really only ever been about James. And this is exactly something that he would do. Leave me twisting in the wind. Make me think that I was responsible for a baby dying. And then take the kid and dangle it in front of Rosanna and tell Rosanna the only way you get your kid back is to destroy Paul. It's vintage Stenbeck.
So where does Craig fit in? I mean, obviously, James did not bring him into the mix. That was Rosanna's doing.
Maybe it was an accident that they were in the same place at the same time.
Come on, I don't believe in accidents. Not like that.
Yeah, me either.
And what then?
She trusted Craig. Okay, not me. When she knew that she was going to go up against James, she turned to Craig.
Yeah, but if any of this is even the truth, would you listen to me? This whole thing could be a big scam.
She could be telling the truth, okay? James could have forced her to do this.
Which could mean that Cabot really is alive and well. Do you believe that?
You know what? I want to. I hope he is.
I know you do.
This is why I want a trial, Em. Put Rosanna up on that witness stand. Is the only way that any of us are ever going to know the truth.
Yeah, well, I'm all for it. I'll get Hal to file the charges tomorrow. You get truth. I get justice. Everybody wins. The right thing.
I hope you're right.
We will shake down Rosanna if it's the last thing we do.
I hope so. Night, Hal.
Good night, Paul.
I'm really sorry I ruined your evening.
It's not a problem.
He's married to her, and I know she has an army of attorneys, and I don't care. I'm getting off the phone now, and you call me back when you have an answer. What is so important that you couldn't just call me from downstairs?
Hi. May I come in?
A little late for declarations of love, don't you think?
I don't believe that.
You're wasting your time.
And you don't believe that.
What I don't believe is that you told me that you hated me. You served me with divorce papers. You threw me out of my own home.
I'm telling you that James forced me to. He insisted that I do it so that you wouldn't follow
And
me.
now you've shown up in the company of someone that I loathe and expect what from me? What? You want me to just take you into my arms?
Well, no, of course not. But I can't tell you how many times I've thought of it.
From where? James's bed?
No. Never. I never let him touch me.
Well, there's a reason for me to believe that you're still in love with me. After you stomped on my heart, you didn't sleep with my father. How big of you?
Your father wanted me to marry him. He wanted to make a family with me and him and Cabot, and I would have done it. I would have done anything to save Cabot, but I couldn't. I couldn't love him, much less make love to him. The only person that I love is you.
Yeah, but that's what turns him on.
Well, not in this case. In this case, it made him hate me. I tried to escape. I tried to get out. I got a hold of the phone. I called Interpol. I couldn't get through. He caught me. He locked me up. He took Cabot away from me, and he told me he had sold me to a work camp.
A work camp? Rosanna, come on! When is this fantasy gonna end?
It's not a fantasy. It's true. I know, it's outrageous, but it's true. And if Craig hadn't showed up in that club in Bangkok when he...
So you think Craig showing up in a nightclub in Bangkok is some kind of a coincidence?
No, I don't think it's a coincidence. I think it's fate.